The passion I have to serve is unwavering, and no Goliath, no ghost or rival will stand in the way of delivering the people's work and implementing the revolutionary renewal that is already underway. We can only do this together as comrades. We know that to be a comrade is to be equal, and to be a comrade is to be family. So let us come together as a family. Let us come together in love. Much respect. Vote for the PMP's future. Vote for Jamaica's future. Vote Lisa Hanna. God bless you all. One love, and thank you.
Right now, you know we unstoppable. Unstoppable, that mean them can't stop ya. Unstoppable, now we are trained.
As most of you may already know, after losing the general elections to Andrew Holness, former President of the People's National Party, Mr. Peter Phillips, stepped down, leaving the position of President to be filled by one of two candidates who the members of Parliament saw fit for the position. The two persons who they saw fit was none other than Mark Golding and Lisa Hanna. Well, in the end, after such a nice speech by Lisa Hanna uploaded to her social media page, Mark Golding ended up victorious. But nonetheless, Lisa Hanna bowed out gracefully and she uploaded this caption to her Instagram feed. Take a listen.
I want to sincerely thank all the delegates who voted today. This campaign has been an extraordinary one for me, and I have loved every moment of the journey, walking with you and talking with you. I've called Comrade Mark Golding and congratulated him on his victory. I committed my continued service and support to the party and to him as our new leader. We have much work to do and must come together in love and choose unity. To my indefatigable campaign team, the comrades in arms that worked tirelessly to bring us together and make this campaign possible across the length and breadth of Jamaica, thank you for everything you have done. To my family, with their love and support, I have walked through countless fires with you. To my wonderful husband Richard and my son Alex, thank you for standing by my side every step of the way. And as I speak about family, I must of course say a special thanks to my Southeast St. Andrew family. I thank you for your support. I thank you for your love, and I thank you for the lessons you have taught me in the 13 years I have been privileged to represent you. Here's to new beginnings. Thank you. Let's continue. Bring back the love in our party and country.
Now that right there is why I personally say Lisa Hanna bowed out gracefully and is not a sore loser, right? Now, Tanya Stephens, singer Tanya Stephens had made herself very vocal about what she thought about the whole, elections as far as Lisa Hanna and Mark Golding goes. Well, say after I don't know, Tanya Stephens would definitely have to come with her views on the whole thing as well. And this is what Tanya Stephens has to say.
So, I'm not waiting for an audience because I just want to make a few points. Yesterday, the PMP had their internal elections to choose a new president. And that went without incident, I think. I haven't heard of any discrepancies, and I commend them for that. And the delegates chose a new president for the party. And I am very happy that's over, and we get to move on from politics for a while, at least. I don't know when the next parish council elections will be, but at least for now, we won't be having any political discussions, and I'm very happy for that. We don't handle them well. And that brings me to this point. I am noticing progressively that we are descending into an abyss of discard. Now we're going into total chaos. We're not good at having discussions. We don't have the emotional maturity it takes to navigate volatile topics, topics on which we disagree. And so I am challenging us as a citizen, as a law-abiding and legal citizen of this country, Jamaica. I'm challenging our politicians and each of us citizens together to start this process of re-socialization. We need to start evolving consciously. We can't remain at this level that we've been, where we don't know how to engage each other without aggression and violence. We don't have respect enough for each other to allow each other to speak. We don't think everybody else has the same right to an opinion that we do. We feel like other people only have the right to agree with us or shut up. I'm challenging the people who are silent and have been silent for a long time to start speaking. I'm not talking about any individual person. I'm not talking about any individual thing right now. I'm talking about our inability to navigate a simple civil conversation. The fact that every time somebody says something, it elicits personal attacks. It says a lot about us as a collective. And so I'm challenging both the politicians and us, the citizens. Number one, for the politicians, the challenge is the education system needs an overhaul. Not a superficial one where you appoint some of your friends and people you think who are going to carry out your agenda, but people who are truly committed to education and the evolution of our society. Education system needs to change. It can't stay back in the days of your grandmother. That didn't work. And it definitely, if it didn't work then, it definitely can't work now. So we need changes within education. We're going to need changes among us. I keep harping on comprehension, and I know that people think I'm arrogant and haughty when I say we need to improve our comprehension skills, and this is not a Tanya Stevens thing. We all need to constantly improve on our comprehension. Comprehension is what allows you to understand what the other person is saying. Get the point of the conversation and stick to it. And then we also need to exercise and expand on our ability to express ourselves. This is what I've seen cause the most arguments between us, among us. People feel like they're disenfranchised. If I look at the conversations I've been having and the way people respond to them, I see that people feel like I talk too much, and I try to dig into that to see where it's coming from, and I realize where it's coming from. I have a voice, I have a platform, and I have developed that to become quite loud. It's not an accident. I've worked on it for 30 years. I have a voice, I have a platform. And it feels like, to some people, it feels like I am talking too much, because even if I whisper, it gets heard. And no matter how loudly they scream, it doesn't get heard. So that needs to be solved. I don't have any more franchise in this conversation or this country than anybody else. And so I am imploring the authorities, the government, please, this is not politics. Forget your little petty grievances and step out of the little boy short pants and step into this big man thing and big woman thing. We need to create a system within which every citizen has a voice. Every citizen needs to have a voice. This is going to go a long way in ending a lot of the arguments. Because when people feel like they're not heard, they'll try to silence other people. And I think that's what's been happening with many of us. And I'm not angry. I want solution. I don't want to win. So let us work together to create a better platform that gives every citizen a voice, franchise in the conversation. And then we need to stop this totalitarian bullshit that we have going on, where I come and I tell you something and you just swallow it because I'm the boss. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. we're going to have to work together, and it means having more conversations. As much as you guys hate it, you know them grow within a talk. And we've created a culture of silence that is now killing us, and we refuse to let go of it. We need to let go of it. What I have learned over the last few years from my own experience is that having a dissenting voice is an unwelcome thing in our space, and we need to change that. People have the right to dissent. People have the right to oppose. People have the right to disagree with anybody. As long as this is a national conversation about matters which are going to affect all of us, everybody has the right. Everybody has the right. You know, you can't listen to everybody and follow everybody. That's impossible, because we're all saying things going in different directions. But you have to, when you make a decision, you have to consider the point of every individual. I don't know how you're going to go about collecting this information, but I suggest we start from within the smaller communities, smaller groups. So on a community level, we're going to have a discussion. It means that the councillors, the MPs, will have to be doing more groundwork to be able to hear each citizen. And I don't mean just hear your Labour right that talk to you because you're a Labour right MP or your PNP that talk to you. No. After election, cut the politics and start representing all the people. Because where we are, I can tell you this, none of us want to be here.
Now, I don't feel like I need to add anything else to what Tanya Stevens said, because she said it all perfectly. Me agree with everything Tanya said. What do you think? Talk down in the comment section. Let me know if you don't agree with her. Some of you might call her mad woman, some of you might call her crackhead or cokehead, but Tanya Stevens talk a lot of facts in that little clip there a while ago. And it wasn't just that, you know, it's a whole hour and ad video. But of course, you know, so I couldn't bother with the whole long thing there. But I just did want you to understand what Tanya had to say. Right? Talk to me down in the comment section. Let me know what is your views on this whole thing. Do you think Mark Golding would make a better leader for the PMP than Lisa Hanna? Or do you think Lisa Hanna would have been the better choice? More to hear your opinion. Talk to me down in the comment section. See? This has been another one from Unstoppable TV. Like, share, comment. And if this is your first time here and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please consider hitting the subscribe button now and turn on all notifications. Once we upload a video, you will get notified. No matter what, don't let nobody stop you. I'm unstoppable and I'm out.
Right now, we unstoppable.